Alright, we just did a jidion video, now we got some Skeeter Gene. We got Pred brings a BLICKY to meet a kid. You know, the jidion video, we just, you know, it got a little bit physical. There was some physical interaction in that one, bro. It was a very good video, though, if you want to go check that out. It's up on the channel now. Yeah, in that video I said I'm surprised there's not some more physicality in these videos, you know, like the Pred does not get more defensive and they're not armed more often with a gun or a knife, bro, you know, it shocks me, but, you know, we had the physicality in the jidion video, now it looks like we're getting somebody who's armed in this one, so let's go, bro.
Alright, so right now, the decoy is going over to the bench. She's going to be in position.
Is there a baseball game going on?
To arrive. And we're going to go over a little bit of his chat log pretty soon here.
Oh, nice color suit, Skeeter.
His name is Tim. He's from... He's had a pretty fairly sexually charged conversation
52
with, who we thought to be a for the past few months. He says, you know, nothing needs to be rushed, and you know, it's pretty respectable. He says there's too many diseases and stuff to get, and then pregnancy is a whole other thing, he says. So you clearly see he's thinking with the wrong head here. We see where his mind is. He says she has nice curves, says that her body looks older. Do you like to cuddle or kiss, he says. He says, are you an affectionate person? He wants to do things like touching, all the sorts. He doesn't get too graphic, but he pretty much goes right up to the line, crosses it a little bit, and then comes back. However, I think we do have enough here to possibly get charges on him. Also, today is Easter Sunday.
So he knows exactly what he's doing. He knows that it's wrong. So he's, you know, he's kind of like on the fence. You know, he's teetering over this way a little bit, brings it back across. You know, he knows what he's doing.
That's why I'm wearing my fly purple suit.
That looks fire.
Just up from the tailor. I got a few cigars here, actually. I'm gonna light one up before I go talk to Tim, and I'm gonna see if he wants one as well. Here's
okay.
Wine in the Easter spirit. It's Sunday, the Lord's Day. He says, so you're open to everything. Experimentation is always fun. You don't know what you like until you try it. Haven't you ever came when your ex did things to you?
Ex?
Some things
what
like
the?
Regular sex, all kinds of positions, toys, outside, cars. He talks about doing oral sex in different positions. You pretty much get the gist.
Yeah, so he's way over the fence then.
Pretty bad guy. So we're gonna be getting ready to meet him in just a little bit here. Should be here in 10 to 15 minutes, and then shortly after that we'll be calling the Roseville Police Department.
Wait, where are they at? What state? I don't even know.
Yeah. Get ready to catch a predator here.
Dude, that's so badass. Where are they at?
How are you?
Where are they at, though?
I'm good.
You did?
I did. You did too. Sit down.
Finally.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's not too cold, but it's better
That's a long walk over
It's
there.
really nice out today. Did you find any good places to eat?
There's like a BW, not too far.
Oh. Is that like wings and stuff?
You've never been there?
Is there like a lot of TVs?
Yeah, it's just a
He's
sports
just
bar.
smoking, bro.
Oh. Yeah, no, I think I've been there. What do you get there?
Seriously? You can tell me you've never been to BW's?
I think I've been there with my dad.
How far did they, how long ago did they leave?
Probably like an hour
Oh, really?
ago. Yeah, I'm watching their dog. Yeah, we don't have school tomorrow either because Easter.
Seriously, you have a Monday off for Easter?
That's what they said.
Just don't show up?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I wasn't gonna argue.
Right? So what you do at your uncle's house? Anything fun?
No, I just played Fortnite on his PS4.
Talking about
Nothing
PS4
fun.
in 2025, bro. You need to upgrade.
Well, Fortnite's not very fun anyway.
I love Fortnite.
I'm not a fan.
Wait, what do
Fortnite
you
was
play?
good way back in the day when it first came out. You know, I was on Fortnite all the time when it first came out, bro. Now, hell nah, bro. You got freaking 10-year-olds building the Eiffel Tower. If you even look at them, bro, they're building the Eiffel Tower, man.
Call of Duty. I just want to see.
Oh,
You just wanna what?
People.
that's scary. Why would you
Hold on, what?
love Fortnite?
I'm not a fan.
Wait, what do you play?
Call of Duty. I just want to see.
Oh, okay. Alright, Call of Duty. I didn't see the Call of Duty part. I just heard I want to kill people.
Oh.
There's a difference between building to people.
That's
and
scary. Why would you want to people?
like real life. I'm talking about video games.
So you've never anyone?
No.
Oh. Well, you made it sound like you did.
Like I'm talking about video games. In a video game, I want to like drive past the people. That's it.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Have you ever played Grand Theft Auto?
Yeah.
Oh. See, I'm not allowed to play that.
Seriously?
He's like the most chill-looking Pred ever. Chill acting Pred.
Pretty soon.
A new GTA?
Yeah, how's it going, Tim?
Oh.
Hello?
You here to put your eggs in a basket, or? Do you like watching videos like this?
Yes, I do, Skeet. Yes, I do.
Membership? Not that at all. What do you enjoy the Skeeter Gene Locals community today? Not at all. What are you here for? Just to hang out?
That cigar is gonna kill me, bro.
We've been talking for a while. She said, come on, we can go grab some lunch. So let's go grab some lunch. Never said anything about that. I saw one of the people that
Dude, that suit jacket though. Oh, I know I'm pausing, but bro, that suit jacket. Oh my god, that's my favorite look on him so far, bro. You know, it's like it looks. I love the color of it, bro. Like my favorite color is purple, so like this right here, that's perfect, bro. Like this is my favorite suit he's worn so far. Just looking saucy, and he's got the cigar too, bro. He's ready to catch someone.
public.
Sure.
That's it. Nothing else.
That's all you wanted to do?
Sure.
Well, what about when you talked about oral sex in the chat log?
Oh, well, that was like a long time ago. I wasn't interested in that. I always stayed away from that.
It may have been a long time ago, Tim, but you're still here and everything, and you brought it up.
Sure. That was wrong. But I said today, it's like, come up and meet, we'll hang out, we'll grab some lunch. And she said, let's go to my place.
Why would you even meet up?
I'm like, no, let's keep it all in public.
Keep it all in public.
Yeah, I didn't want anything like that.
Well, fair enough, but when you mentioned the oral sex in the chat log, it's just
Yeah, that was wrong, but I didn't want to do it, because that's why I said everything's going to be in public. I don't want anything like that come back on me.
well. To be fair though, Tim, you can do oral sex in public, and I remember.
Yeah, but
Yeah. Well, at some point you did say that you've done everything. You've done it indoors and outdoors in cars, and you do have a car here. You're an adult, and yeah, she's a.
true.
So
I
it's-
just wanted to hang out and chat.
Okay. Nothing else?
No.
Do you have kids of your own, Tim?
Look at his breathing. You can tell like his chest how it's heaving real quick. He's nervous, bro. And you can tell like the shortness in his voice, like he's being very short with his words, and you can just hear it in his voice. You can see how he's breathing. He's nervous, bro.
You do? How old are they, if you don't mind?
All ages. 25.
Okay. Around the age of the girl you're here to meet today.
Talk, sir.
Just to talk?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean, just judging by what I have here, though, Tim, it seems like you're here to do more than just talk.
I said everything in public. That was the last thing I said.
Yeah.
We can go to my place, go to your place. It's like, no, I'm going to keep it public.
Just everything public.
Sir,
Okay.
so we met in a public place.
Okay.
He said you can come to my place. I'm like, no, let's just meet in a public place.
Yeah. Okay. I got you.
You are 52. She is under 18.
How curvy her body is and whatnot. I know you said that you're a bit of a boob guy, a bit of a boob connoisseur.
Fair enough.
You made some comments on, her boobs as well. And before that, when you were talking about maybe the idea of sex, you said pregnancy is a whole another thing. So obviously, you're being careful in that regard. Oh, right here it says too many diseases and stuff to get to, and pregnancy is a whole another thing. It was way back in the. Oh, you don't have glasses.
I mean, I guess I don't
Yeah.
remember the context, honestly.
You remember the context of that one?
I don't.
Okay. And did you happen to bring condoms with you here today, Tim? They're not in your car or anything.
I don't think of them in my car, to be honest. No.
You don't typically walk around with condoms.
No.
Okay. Fair.
Nope.
So you ask if she's an affectionate person and if she likes to cuddle or kiss.
I think she made a comment, I think, about it before, about cuddling or something like that.
Right. So she made that comment.
I faintly remember it, but it's been a while.
Okay. And but why did you bring up possibly cuddling or kissing?
Because she brought it up in the past.
She brought it up in the past. Okay.
Pretty sure.
Okay.
Doesn't mean you entertain it.
You know, you like boobs even more.
Sure.
You say, I bet that ass feels good.
I haven't seen it. It's not like I sent pictures or asked for pictures or anything.
Well, I understand you didn't see it, but just to even be thinking like that with, you know,
That's fair.
you know, just like, you know, she's for crying out loud. Tim, you say that you're curious and that you like to look at boobs and play with them. And you ask her if she's a good kisser. I mean, Tim, you know, why did we need to know that?
Yeah.
General question.
A general question that just...
Yes, everyone that you're talking to online, if
Yeah.
they're a good kisser, regardless of age or not.
Why does
you
it
ask
matter?
them, I don't know, is your son or daughter?
Son.
Do you ask your son that? Why not?
Because I don't care if he's a good kisser.
Why do you care if she
Well,
is?
okay, so why'd you care if this girl was a good kisser?
I'm just being curious.
If you didn't have any interest. And how old are you, Tim?
50-something.
50 something. Okay. Well, I mean, I'm no mathematician, but I know that.
Why?
Well, I know that 50 something and equals trouble.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Fair.
Would you agree? Yeah. So, do you mind if I sit down?
Yeah, can I go though?
Yeah. Oh, I just need to talk to you a little more.
Can I go?
What's that?
Can I go?
Well, at this point, Tim, we're looking at, you know, possibly getting authorities involved because
What?
For
it's the whole
what?
solicitation. I just want
I
to
didn't
talk.
solicit anything.
Well, you. I was
To
gonna.
come here to the public and meet and hang out and go to lunch.
Well, Tim, if you let me get to it, I was gonna get to it here.
Am I free to go?
And Tim, I just want to
I
talk
don't
to
even
you.
know who you are. Who are you?
Oh, well, let me introduce myself. My name's Doyle. Nice to meet you.
And who are you?
I'm just a. Sorry. I'm just a private contractor.
Okay, well, am I free to go? So if
Yes.
you're not law enforcement, then I'm free to go.
Tim, I just wanted to talk.
Have I done anything illegal?
Well, I'm going to
Yes.
talk to you before it would.
Have I done anything illegal?
Yes, you
What was that?
you traveled to meet a presumably for these acts that you talked about
No.
in the chat log.
You can't just take your word off of it.
Tim, what about when you say
You're just
kissing-
saying this shit on because you've been caught. You gotta go off what you've been texting and what you've been very consistent in talking about, which is sexual stuff. Not just gonna take your word for it here because you've been caught and you're backtracking. Like, that's not how this works.
touching and exploring?
I don't remember the context on that.
I'll get to it.
Of course
I'll show
not.
you. Do you want to? I got another cigar. Do you want a cigar?
No.
I can let you up. We can talk a little bit.
Because I like to go if I can.
Okay. Do you want pizza? I can order like us a pizza or something.
Excuse pizza.
Okay.
No.
All right. Well, let me just talk to you a little more. So,
Free to go. That's a legit question.
no, I understand.
Not law enforcement.
I understand.
I'm not trying to be an asshole. I just came.
Well, I'm not either.
If
But
you read that, it just said, hey, let's go hang out because I said
Yeah.
keep everything in public. I didn't know anything. She said, well, you can come to my place. We can go
You
to
met her in the first place. None of that matters.
okay.
I didn't want anything of that kind of stuff to you to be construed that it was gonna
Right.
happen.
Well, but then when
Can
you.
you allude to anything, sir?
But when you talked about her being naked and you talked about, oral sex and stuff like that with her and that you did stuff with toys. Well, I hear you.
So
Like, dude. Oh, it's so frustrating when they never, like, understand that they're doing it, that what they're doing is wrong, bro. Like, first off, you're meeting them in the first, you're 52 and you're meeting this under 18 girl in the first place. Even if you don't have anything sexual being talked about prior to this meeting, it's still pretty weird, bro. Now, when you add the sexual stuff being a part of this in the context prior to meeting this girl, it's very freaking sus. And now you talk about all that stuff consistently, and now you're like, oh, I never wanted to do that. Like, dude, bullshit. And you think they're just gonna take your word for it, bro, when all the evidence is right there on the iPad and who knows how many screenshots of text messages, bro?
it's like,
But it's just,
like
but to me,
it may have been inappropriate, but she said, have you done that? Or she says she did. And I'm like, okay.
okay.
And so it's a legit question.
You're
I guess
still
maybe
talking
it's
sexually.
It's a natural question in some cases to do that, bring that up after the fact. right?
Tim, what about here when you said I'm a fan of oral in different positions? She said, so would you want to do that to me? You say I'd love to. Especially
Yeah, so what about that?
So you already
Bum.
you said you'd love to have oral sex with her.
Okay, but that doesn't mean it was going to happen.
But
Bro,
Tim,
oh
you're
my goodness. You're just okay. So let me, dude. I've been so curious. If the decoy would have asked him straight up, would you have wanted to do that to me without them even being here? When they were just sitting there chilling and talking before Skeeter even got there. If she would have asked him, would you want to do that to me? I want to know. I want to hear him say, I don't want to, bro. I want to hear him say that shit to her because it's just bullshit, bro.
And believe the last thing it said, sir, I didn't want anything to go anywhere private because I want to keep everything in public so it couldn't even be construed that that was an option.
Okay. Why would you make it confusing then and talk about that shit in the first place? Why would you put it in a position to possibly be misconstrued in a way that's inappropriate or more inappropriate with adding sexual comments like that, bro? Like, why? If you don't want it to be construed that way, why would you play along with the sexual stuff? Why don't you just be normal? Even though that's still weird. Just talking normally with them. Whatever.
That doesn't really work.
Appropriate, yes, I agree with that, but there was no fact that anything was going to happen because I didn't want anything to be thought of.
What's facts is what you said in the text
But the
messages.
thing is, you can still have sex in public, Tim. It's called
Fair.
You know, it's a matter of public. You know, it's indecent. It's indecent exposure
Right,
for sure.
Park, right?
Right, and
Yeah, like-
there's not many people here. I mean, there's trucks here. What's stopping you from going in your car right there and doing something with there in the car?
So no.
For sure. I mean, there could be a
And there's a million other options or anything could have happened,
yeah.
but nothing.
You could drive to a back. How do I know you weren't going to drive somewhere with her and to a more private location?
Well, that's just hearsay. That's just.
That's exactly what you're saying, just
Anything
hearsay.
could, but the thing is, you're here, Tim, and
Exactly,
who knows
you're
what would
here.
happen.
Anything, but then she said so we can go to a restaurant, and I said only if you feel comfortable. I said there's no place within walking distance for her to walk there. I said,
Okay.
Only if you would feel comfortable, we would have to drive.
But Tim, how does it look? You know, just a 50-year-old man coming to meet a in any context.
Yep, exactly.
I mean, what would your kids think of this? You said you have 3 kids.
Get it? Yeah, 4. Get it?
What would they think of you coming to meet a?
I get it.
Yeah. Well, I'm asking, what would they think?
I honestly don't know. Probably
Okay.
not good.
You don't know?
Right.
That's my point.
Right. That's what I'm trying to make clear. And then you say your son's. How would you feel if he was talking up, or a 50-year-old man was talking him up like this, and he went to meet him?
I get it. Yeah.
What would you think?
No, I wouldn't like it.
Right.
You know.
Would you want hair in your mouth after you talk about oral sex? So why would she have hair? Yeah, you see, it's right here.
I don't have glasses on. I can't
Oh.
read that. Sorry. So no, I don't remember that honestly.
Yeah.
But
So I'll show you here, Tim. It says it's just my preference, especially when giving oral. And you say, "What do you want hair in your mouth?" Can you see it now? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you ask, if she cares, if a guy's trimmed or not, that sort of thing.
Okay.
Do you have a size preference? What do you mean by size preference?
I don't know. I don't
Yes, you do.
Just don't remember. It was a while ago, so I'll give you, I'll give you that. It was a minute ago,
You know exactly what you meant.
for sure. You say that it's average, sadly, meaning, I think we know what you were talking about.
Probably.
Right.
But I don't remember like
Okay.
the conversation.
So is it average actually, or?
Oh, it's kind of personal.
Okay, I mean, it
Wasn't
just 'cause you
personal
said it
there.
here, so I just wonder if you were being truthful or not. So.
He actually straight up asked him, is it average? Then he says it's personal, like he didn't just put it out there in the text message, bro.
And, you do ask for a bikini picture. I mean, you were just interested in, her breast size. I think you asked something about if her mom had, big breasts as well. You talked about you had an X with double D's and they were fake, that sort of thing. How far did you drive to get here today, Tim?
35 minutes. 40
Okay.
minutes.
From Okay. Yeah, I got a buddy that lives out in pretty decent area. But that whole drive here, the 30 minutes or whatever, did you, I mean, stop and think like, hey, maybe this is a thing that I probably shouldn't be doing,
Yeah.
or?
But it's like, it was just, I had no intention of doing anything else except hanging out and going to lunch.
Gotcha.
That's it. She seemed like a good person.
Yeah.
And it's probably all a lie now, but she seems like she's, and I'm not asking her, but
Nice
she
girl.
hangs out, you know, her mom's gone a lot. She hangs out with her mom, or, you know, by herself at home.
Right.
Or her mom's not around. She seemed like she didn't have anybody to talk to or hang out, or so I'm like, okay, well, let's do that. So if
Yeah.
that's not the case, that's not the case. Whatever it is, but.
Okay. And would you say, I mean, was there no one else you could hang out with today? I mean, it's Easter, for crying out loud, you
All
know?
my kids are their moms, so.
Yeah, their moms, okay. Okay. So it's like a shared custody thing?
Yeah.
Okay. What would she think of this?
Oh, she probably forgot, yeah.
Rightfully so.
Right, but still, I mean, you're
Because
still
you're talking to underage kids when, you know, you have kids of your own, probably around the same age. You know, I'd be very, you know, you'd probably get that custody taken off of you real quick, bro. So you should be a lot more scared than you are.
contact and
Yeah.
you have your kids together and
Oh,
whatnot.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
just, you know, I don't think, I can't imagine she would be,
No.
you know, very happy about it.
No.
So, you know, I imagine that, did that run through your head before you came to, okay,
But it,
okay.
Again, it
But
was.
you still thought, no, just no big deal, just going to,
Just hang out.
Just
right?
hang out.
Yeah, because otherwise I wouldn't. If I. Yeah. There was
Okay.
why I said specifically today.
Okay.
No, let's keep everything in public because that was my only intention about all this was just public.
okay.
That's it.
What about when you asked if she had cameras at her house? Do you remember that?
No.
Yeah. I got it right here, there at the bottom. Do you have cameras at your house? I can maybe make this a little bit brighter
No.
so you can see. But
I have like.
yeah.
See close up.
Oh yeah, there you go. Do you
I
have
have
cameras? Oh, you see it?
further away.
Oh, further. Sorry.
I can't see close
Sorry,
up.
right there.
Okay.
Yeah, just at the bottom.
So your house.
Yeah, I'm just wondering why you, if you didn't have any intention on, you know,
He's twitching a
doing anything, I
lot.
just don't know why you'd
Well, I don't
want
even know
to.
where she lives. So.
Oh, true,
I
true.
had,
He's so, like, twitchy, so, like, jumpy.
What would you say at that point where you maybe possibly entertaining the idea of doing something or going back to her house when her parents weren't there? Or?
no, well, she talked about some other guy that she was.
Okay.
That was older. And it's like,
Got it.
Didn't know if he was there or not. It's like, does your mom have cameras at the house?
Mm-hmm.
Your home? Because otherwise, you know, she might see that kind of stuff.
Fair enough. You know, you ask her to show you her butt. You say, how does it look from the back? No, honestly, Tim, was that really an appropriate
Yeah.
thing to ask?
I like how nonchalant Skeeter is about
You
those
say
questions,
it's
bro.
69 degrees here with a winky face.
Oh,
I mean,
I don't
God.
remember the rest of the context of the conversation. Like, was it like, because it was cold one day? I
yeah.
don't remember.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying, you said it's 69 winky face.
Okay.
I mean, we know
Oh,
60
come on, dude. Everybody, like, 10-year-olds know what that means, bro. God.
means.
Right.
Right? Is that why? Is that what you were?
I don't know. I don't remember the context of
Okay.
the conversation. So
Oh,
it's
my
like,
lord, brother. You don't need context to get that.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah.
Holy
I just
shit.
Well, I mean, why the winky face after
I
69?
honestly don't know. I don't remember the context. I don't remember the conversation.
Okay.
Brother.
Got it.
It was a little
Yes, the
burst of
fudge you
conversation
do.
Here and there, whenever, and it was,
Yeah.
so it's not like it was a big long, like hours long.
Right. Yeah. I mean, that's pretty much the you know the gist of it. It's a lot of
It's inappropriate.
yeah,
But
inappropriate
I
conversation.
didn't want anything to happen physical. That's why I just public, right? That was my whole point of this.
Okay.
I don't want to even think that I'm going to go to your house or you're coming to my house
Okay.
or anything like that. Just that's
Okay.
why she said. I said there's coffee shops around, or she said she didn't like coffee. So there's coffee shops around. I said, but there's restaurants.
Yeah.
I think I looked. There's a BW
But I mean,
like a mile away.
why even go there like with a no? Like she's. I mean, if you don't have any,
She's around by herself and she doesn't have
you don't have any any kind of context with.
contact.
I mean, if the context is just like hanging out with her, and that's it. I mean, why have this conversation then come meet her with her? And
Exactly.
you know, hey folks, can I get your guys' opinion on something?
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Bro, he's about to pull that blicky out real quick, bro. Oh my god, there's no way he's about to do this. There's no way, bro.
So let me ask you this scenario. Say you're talking. How did you guys meet? Are you guys like together or? Yeah. Okay. Cool. So, if you guys say you met online, say like Tinder, something like that, and you're having a conversation, you get a little flirty, and then you go to meet up, and you just go to lunch or whatever. Do you think, or are you planning to do any of like the flirtatious stuff that you talked about before, or is it solely just going to lunch and we have no intentions of doing anything further than that?
I think it depends on the vibe. It depends on the person too.
Depends on the vibe and the person. Okay. Okay. Would you say it was going to depend on her vibe, Tim?
Maybe, possibly.
Okay. Because he came to meet a today.
Oh my, dude, Skeeter. Look at his response. Oh nah.
Maybe, possibly.
Okay. Because he came to meet a today, so you know, off the dating app, and you know.
No, see, that's completely different.
Oh, so you think that's different?
It's illegal.
It is legal.
Thank you,
that's
bro.
what I'm trying to explain to my man here. You know. It's different predicament, right?
Yeah, that's completely different.
Yeah. Yeah, and you wouldn't. I mean, you see what I'm trying to.
Okay.
So,
You see what I'm trying to say, Tim?
guys enjoy your day, though.
Oh, for sure. I appreciate your opinion, though.
Yeah,
Happy Easter. Have a good one. All right. Yeah, I mean, I just want to get an outside opinion,
Fair.
but but you see, even they have the same opinion
I get it.
as me. So
Coming at it from just expecting stuff like that, you hear about that's gonna happen, but that,
right.
Bro, how does he just seem like not bothered by that now? How does he just seem like not bothered by that? That had to be like the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to him, bro.
Yeah, we might have talked that kind of stuff for a while, but
Yeah.
when I said we're coming to meet, it's going to be all public, nothing. That was not my intention.
Okay.
She seemed like, got a little flirtatious in some of the conversations, but she seemed like she was like, her mom travels a lot, and she's by herself a lot, and she just didn't have anybody to talk to. So
You're just
kind of like
trying to be a friend.
why I talked to her for the most part.
Essentially.
And then I didn't want to go do anything like that because of her age. But she's, lonely.
Yeah.
She just has nobody to talk to or hang out with, and said she was going to be like stuck here with her uncle's house for for a couple of days by herself. I'm like, all right, well then you can go and grab lunch so you don't on all weekend or
Yeah. I mean, I just wanted to go over it with you and figure out why you were, doing this sort of thing, especially on Easter of all days. It's just not a good look and everything.
Oh, it's not. I get
Yeah.
that, but that was not my intention.
Okay.
So is the cops coming for me?
Was that? Yeah, I believe they would be here for us. Yeah. So, is there anything else you have to say, or?
No, but I didn't do anything wrong. I guess that's my point, right?
Jesus Louises, bro.
Questionable, but
Questionable, yeah. So it is something that we had to report, unfortunately.
it's fair. But what was illegal about it?
What was it, dude? Are you oblivious to? Okay.
Hang out with somebody, that's illegal.
It's the traveling to meet her after having a bit of a sexually charged conversation. I mean, you would agree it was inappropriate. You did agree to that.
Okay.
So that would be the illegal part. So if you stayed home and you didn't come out and try to meet her, then we wouldn't even be having this conversation, obviously, Tim. But it's like being that you showed up here, so
Right.
it's just something we just had to let them know about, and that sort of thing. So yeah. All right, Tim. Well, I mean, if that's all you have to say. I just had to let you know that I'm actually Skeet Hansen.
Oh my
with the
God.
Predatory Investigation Unit, and we're doing an online series about adults who try to meet up with sex.
Okay, sir.
So.
Well,
Are you guys related, friends, anything?
Oh no, we're this was the suspect that we called in about. This is Tim.
You're law enforcement?
No, not at all.
Are you with them?
I'm with them. Yeah.
Okay, I explained to them to head to the station to make a report.
Oh, they're gonna head to
I'm
the.
sit down and talk with him.
Okay.
So if you don't mind giving me and him some time.
Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah.
And I'm gonna have a partner come and speak with you guys at the station. Okay.
Okay, yeah, sounds good.
All right.
Well, all right. Nice meeting you and everything, Tim. Obviously not under these circumstances, but.
You are armed, but I didn't say that for me.
He didn't say you've been skated in 4K. I'm upset, Skeeter. I'm upset, Skeeter.
Oh, we got it. Oh, sorry. Yeah, you did say that.
You have a knife too? What was that?
Did you get the whole sequence?
Yep. I'm gonna head to the station.
Yeah, it's fine.
He seemed pretty pissed. They're very pissed with us.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh, they're wow.
Interesting.
Can you stop in my car?
Yeah.
All right, so we're here at the police station. Tim was armed, so that was it's pretty freaky. Hi, we were told to come here.
Yep, I'll buzz you in.
Hi, good. How are you?
All right, so you're gonna have to fill out a witness statement, and then one of the officers that you were with at the park is gonna come in and take the report, okay?
Okay.
There should be some pens in the bucket right there, and I have a clipboard if you'd like to.
I have some pretty sloppy handwriting, though.
That's quite all right, I've seen everything.
Oh, all right. For you.
Much like I said, the officer will be in here shortly.
Okay, no problem.
I already know what they're gonna say, but cops are gonna be saying like, oh hey, you never know what could have happened. You can't be doing this without us being present. You gotta let us know beforehand when you go to do these things. That could have turned very dangerous. He was armed. Like, yeah, we get it, bro.
Yep.
So who's the first person that spoke with this gentleman today?
She would be the first person that spoke
Okay.
with him.
Roughly what day was that?
Like the very first time ever.
Yeah. Roughly.
November, like mid
Damn,
November.
November.
All right, boys. So we just
Okay.
got done. at
Wasn't that long of a
Roseville PD
conversation.
here, made the report and everything. Filled out the written statement. Roseville PD is good, and we gave them everything. They were going to be pursuing an investigation on Tim here. I don't know if he actually got arrested or what happened, but either way, he is for sure being looked into. And that's pretty much it. This has been your Easter Sunday skeeting, and I'm out. Let's get another cigar in for the road.
Skeeter and his cigars, bro. Alright, man, that was another good one. Bro. Still can't believe that guy doesn't know what he did that was illegal. That's pretty crazy, bro, and pretty scary that people really don't understand that that's illegal. Yeah, man, I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, bro. And yeah, hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, please drop a like, hit that subscribe button. I'll catch y'all in the next one, man.